The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Returning it from the 4. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Kind of more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
18,
Daniels now on 1st down. Rolling out to his left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get it!
They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
And it brings up
Dragon 60.
On the gun, it's Daniels. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he has it up for that 1st down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. So they get dinged for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down.
18, 5 in. Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. They can't connect on the fake. It's incomplete. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on down. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Tag.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Finds him on the crossing route. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Got to be lying. Ready, ready?
From the gun, it's Ward. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Bills have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Play fake here. Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, and to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Now Daniels off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60. Let's go now. Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. Going all the way to the end zone here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Broncos, 79 Broncos. Ready, ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. And he's going to try another deep one here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Back to work after throwing the pick. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
It's going to throw here on third. Hits him on the out route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buying some time right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Again, Ward going to the air. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. He was looking for Alec Iomana. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He just throws this one away.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over. But I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. Pass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Pressure coming, here's Ward. Hits him on the in route. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans have a first. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Titans have a first.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? It's a great running backs know to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down. It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Go!
The give here on second. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Ward now on third down. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll throw for it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kane Medrano makes the play. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now run by Cook. And it'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Bills' first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. He finds his running back. Nice one, complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Bills have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Come on. 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Going on 1st down, Daniels. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. Basson for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game.
Bills 21.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Okay, ready.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 here. Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a 9-point advantage.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by it.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay,
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
79, here we go. Viking, ready.
Daniels now on 1st down. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them.
Recovered by the offense.
Mustang 19. 19 Lions. Buffalo 8. Trap 60. Warriors 70.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Flushed out now to his left. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. We've set it down from the 37.
First down, Bills.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler.
Daniels on 1st down. Absolutely fires this one right side. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 7 Pirates.
To throw, Daniels. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
50-yard line.
60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And they are going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Daniels back to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Kate, we do see this happen a good bit, don't we? Especially with better defenses in this league. When they get backed up and they get in situational football like this where they have to get a stop, they just crank it up another notch. Stop the run on first, stop the pass on second, and now, well, the money down. It's all about what you do on third.
Firing quickly out of line. Daniels. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. This make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. There are 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick, or send it deep.
Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
Ready, set.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Down. Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Tap all 80.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Ward off the play fake. He completes it in traffic. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Ward's gonna throw here on third. Connection is made. Io Manor. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chain! Gotta move this chain! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First down throw here for Ward. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Come on.
Again, Ward going to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 32.
60 foul check, 60 foul check. Go.
Throwing off the play fake. Completed to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready? Check. Cowboy 80.
This one goes off right tackle. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
Bills 24.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Reaction now with Daniels. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Went way outside there, trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time we see that throw, because I close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was it was
and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
38. Bills 30. Tyler Bass to kick off.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go, set, go.
Give now to the running back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down.
Ready?
They're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw it. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Titans have a first. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's his running back. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Ready.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
19 tight. Let's go. Hook 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Getting out to his left. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's first and 10.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Pioneer.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. First and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the